What's up everybody, Jesse here, and today I want to talk to you all about Pokemon Sun and Moon. Is it going to release on the Nintendo 3DS, or is it going to be a launch title for the Nintendo NX? Now, the install base and the sure thing would be to put it on the 3DS, as common sense tells you. But I think the obvious answer here would be to put it on the NX to ensure sales. Now, if the NX is supposed to be a cross or a mix between the home consoles and the handheld consoles from Nintendo, sort of like mixing the 3DS with the Wii U, then it would make sense to have games like Zelda Wii U and Metroid and whatever your home console major titles are on the NX, but also show off its mobile capabilities with games like Pokemon and some of the other handheld games. And with Pokemon being Nintendo's most popular handheld franchise, it would make sense to put that on the NX to ensure that everyone that wants to play the new Pokemon game, which is millions and millions of people, go and buy the Nintendo NX so they can experience the new Pokemon game. It would be a sure thing to give the NX that successful launch and that boost that it needs, because it'll have those hardcore handheld games like Pokemon, and it'll also have those die-hard, hardcore home console games like Zelda or Metroid and Star Fox. And I found an article that sort of goes over some reasons that it might be coming out on the NX, and I kind of want to go over that with you and get your opinion on this as well. The first reason on the article says evolving with hardware. During the later half of the Direct, talking about the Pokemon Direct where they showed off Sun and Moon, the Pokemon Company president said that the Pokemon series continues to evolve alongside Nintendo's hardware. While that may be true considering its transitions from the Game Boy all the way to 3DS, it's important to remember that Sun and Moon aren't evolving with hardware. If they're released on an aging handheld, not only did the 3DS launch nearly 5 years ago, but Pokemon X and Y were also playable on that platform. If they release on the current portable, Pokemon Sun and Moon are more stagnant than evolutionary. Unless, of course, they're coming to a new breed of Nintendo hardware that isn't ready to be revealed yet. That would be much more in line with tradition of Pokemon with new consoles. Number 2 states it all comes together. During the teaser portion of the Nintendo Direct, the clip's announcer said it all comes together in a new Pokemon adventure. That phrase could mean a few things. Later in the reveal, they demonstrated that Pokemon from the original games can be transferred to Sun and Moon thanks to the eShop releases and the Pokemon Bank feature. This essentially brings the old and new generations of the franchise together. One popular theory about NX is that the codename is a way of saying Nintendo Cross to signify a possible cross between home console and handheld features. In that regard, the tagline, "It all comes together," makes even more sense. Many industry insiders believe that the NX will bring the Wii and the 3DS families together. Pokemon would be a great vehicle to carry that message. Number 3, Pokemon Bank logo. When they debuted Pokemon Sun and Moon's Pokemon Bank feature, it's worth noting that the bank portion of the graphic didn't feature a hardware logo. This is most likely because it's an internet hub as opposed to something that's based on a console. That being said, some choose to believe that this might be a hint to NX somehow being involved. Should the NX logo be displayed instead of a generic mention to the internet? Does Sun and Moon's bank tie into the NX Nintendo account system? This hint seems a bit tedious to us, but it's not impossible. Number 4, no gameplay. Probably the most disappointing thing about the Pokemon Sun and Moon reveal is that no gameplay footage from the titles was shown. Even though we just learned about the game's existence, they're far enough into development that we should be able to see what their actions look like. Instead, Nintendo deliberately chose to show us vague concept art. To us, it seems like company officials are hiding something big. Just look at games like Fallout 4, The Last Guardian, or even The Legend of Zelda Wii U. The one commonality between all 3 of these titles is that we didn't see much development footage because the products eventually crossed over to next-gen hardware. Zelda is more obviously a rumor, admittedly, but it's looking more and more like an NX launch title every day. An obvious absence of gameplay footage often points to a new platform. Number 5, a holiday 2016 release. Pokemon Sun and Moon is scheduled to release later this year, which is precisely when most rumors suggest that the NX will launch. Industry insiders sometimes question Nintendo's ability to promote and release a console so quickly, but every speculation source seems to agree on a 2016 arrival. If that's true, the link between this game and the new hardware is obvious. Could Pokemon Sun and Moon be an NX launch game? Given the hints dropped in this debut direct alone, its release date props up that possibility. According to Nintendo, however, Pokemon Sun and Moon will launch on the 3DS this holiday season. Alright guys, a lot of great information there, but one thing to note is that 2015 didn't see the launch of a traditional Pokemon game. Now, this could be because instead of taking a year to develop a new Pokemon game for the 3DS or the new 3DS, they started from ground up on a brand new engine, or they're enhancing the existing engine to take full advantage of the NX hardware and make the best possible Pokemon game that they can for the NX, and they're using that extra time to take full advantage of what the NX is capable of and what their new engine is capable of, and working out some of the bugs and stuff of moving it over to a brand new system and brand new hardware since they're not familiar with it. And that could be the reason why they skipped a year for releasing the Pokemon game. If you add that in with all of the stuff from this article and the fact that Nintendo will want to push the NX as a huge system seller, then that's all the information that you really need to sort of go with the fact that maybe this Pokemon game will launch on the NX. And yes, they said it'll launch on the 3DS, but you have to think, Nintendo has lied to us before about quite a bit. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Do you think this Pokemon game will launch on the 3DS, the new 3DS, or do you think it'll be an NX launch title? Let me know in the comments below, and if you enjoyed watching this video, please head over to patreon.com/GameOverJesse, where you can help support this channel, help me increase the quality of my videos, buy stuff that I need to produce better videos, and honestly, you can get videos early. Like this one, you can get them a few days early. You can be a part of videos, you can do voiceovers for Zelda theories, you can join on discussions, or you can suggest topics for new videos like this. So thank you for everything, thank you for watching, thank all of my current Patreon supporters for helping support this channel, and I can't say this enough, thank you all for watching, please subscribe, please thumb up, and let me know what you thought about this video in the comments below.